Okay, we're going to make a quick video regarding taking charge of your Zoom meetings. So we're going to look here, and this is probably going to be part 1 of 2 because I'm still learning Zoom myself, but we have to be able to kind of figure this out and do what we need to do. So here is join the meeting and all of these things, and this is basically where your Zoom is. You have join a meeting, host a meeting, and then unfortunately I'm not sure if I can get to my button because I moved my video over here. So this is actually my profile. Sorry. And in my profile you have your personal profile, which is here. And I am going to say at this point in time, I do not have the school package. So you're going to see a couple of different things happening, but I'm going to upgrade later. But in meetings, this is us setting a meeting. So you can set a meeting. You schedule a new meeting. The very first thing is when we schedule a meeting, you're going to label all of the meetings. So I'm going to label, I'm going to do an HOD meeting. And I'm going to always put in the description, heads of department meeting. And then you always put in a description for you. Your description is going to be a little bit more detailed. Remember, this is me just sampling something. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Friday. And I'm going to go for an 11 a.m. We do not work on Friday 11 a.m. So this is how we know that this is practice. And we do it hour duration. You will not have this moment here that says it's a 40-minute time limit. I'm working with my old Zoom account. So that's why it is. Always change your time zone to your correct one. You can scroll through or you can just delete it and hit Dubai. And it automatically will change it to where it needs to be. When I did it, I did not hit the enter, so it did not change and set it. Now, I put here, it's a reoccurring meeting, reoccurrence. When? If it's daily. Now, I can repeat it one every day. I can repeat it every 2 days. I can repeat it every 4. I can do whatever I need to. And then I can change my end date. So it's here. I can actually go and say I want this till May 15th, what I will do. I do not want to require meeting passwords because we need to keep it open to all. As a host, my video is on. My participant video at this point in time is on. If we start having infractions, if you're having problems with your kiddos, you can change it to off. But at this point, we want to keep it on. You always have audio for both. You want to do this. We are going to enable rating room. That means everybody goes to a pause waiting room. Then you're going to enable join before host. And then you're also going to enable mute participants on entry. We're going to do that. You may choose to record the meeting automatically on the local computer. There's options and reasons why you would want to do this. For instance, if you have a big discussion and you need to go back from learning, if you want to be able to upload it into Schoology later as a support mechanism, you can do that. So I do think that's a very wise thing to do. You have to ensure that you tell the kids that they're being recorded. You have to also ensure that if you upload this and you record the kids, you do not put it in YouTube. You do not do anything but put it in Schoology. And you probably need to tell the kids before that you're recording because we do not want to get on infringement rights with that recording. Okay, go ahead and hit save, and that is how our meetings are done. I'm going to go and do a part 2 of this where I am going to show you in an actual meeting the buttons that you can use. You can mute buttons. You can do those different things. You can go to your personal settings over here. Is it going to let me go to personal settings? And you can experiment with your meetings. And this is my meetings, the host video, the audio type, all of those things that we just asked for. I can prevent participants from saving the chat. I can allow participants to see message visible to all I can disable private chat here. So with our kiddos, we don't know what's going on, so we want to go and disable private chat. And I've done that in the settings area. I can play the sound when they leave. I can do feedback tab to the Zoom. I want to say allow host to put attendees on hold. You can do that. You can also Show Zoom windows during screen share. I want to do that. Screen sharing. Allow host and participants to share their screen or content during a meeting. You want to come down here. You want to be able to do screen shares, but I want to be able to screen share host only. Who can do that? Because you don't want participants taking over that unless you have something that is being done. Look in your settings and be able to do all of those things. You can do whiteboard. We'll talk about that later. We can do nonverbal feedback, remove participants to rejoin. You have breakout rooms. This is advanced. I do not know if we have these settings, but breakout rooms allow you to split participants into separate, smaller groups. That is best to use with our SPED situation, or if we're doing private support chat. For my elementary teachers, if you have your TAs in there, they can go to a breakout room and support kids in a different way. So if you're doing a guidance session and there's a couple of adults, you can turn around and take 12 kids, break them down to 3 kids in the meeting breakout room. I would like to see if someone who's advanced has that in their account, because that is an excellent thing to use. You have closed captioning, you have saved captions, you have virtual background. You can replace your background with anything. These are all different things. You need to spend time going through here to make sure we have what we need. But in order for us to do classroom management, we need to make sure that we are putting some of these things into place. And then make sure that you're saving it and you're good to go. So this is us working with our Zoom. Got you. Thank you. And we'll do a part 2 where we go into a little bit more advanced when we're talking about the actual meetings and what we will look into.